Just about set for Inglewood, California. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from SoFi. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me...
Brian Robinson inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. To return, it's Kyren Williams. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former number 1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Well, not an ideal situation to start this game off, Mike. I mean, the smoke from the pregame festivities were still lingering in the air. When you find yourself down a score, you don't have to necessarily go for the quick strike. Whatever your plan was coming into this game, stick to it. Of course, they didn't plan on falling behind this quickly. There was a long game ahead of them. Just get back on track.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
So you're on the sideline, and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That one intercepted. And the Lions Lions are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. Early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this,
the Lions offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the stunner to open this game. One play to the house. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They run over center with Robinson. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Devin Bush there on the stop.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third down, 3 to go. That's right side into the hands of Teslam. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Throw right side, he's got Tonjes. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. On play action, Goff. That one complete to Brian Robinson. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Goff to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. First down throw there is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Josh Jacobs. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play with Stafford and Nacua. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard
If you want to score
line.
points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The motion man here is McLaurin. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. That is caught. And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll go play action with Goff. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Room up the sideline at the 45. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It's a big run by Robinson. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On the ground, here's Samaje Perine. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Lions.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Nacua.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Send a man in motion right. Off play action. It's Stafford. Right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On play action, it's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete, and he'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. As we are ready to get back underway. He's got a man. That's Nacua, complete. And he will score. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. downfield and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Rams will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Devin Bush. They're on the stop.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Here's P-Rock. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. He'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Rams' 12-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They send the tight end in motion. From the gun on third down, it's gone. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Detroit.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Tight end going in motion here. On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Detroit.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba for the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
That one is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zach Cunningham.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Lions offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On 1st down, it's Goff. This pass complete to Raymond. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Brian Robinson, the ball carrier. Milton Williams on the stop. Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the gun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Stafford to throw again. Going right back to Nacua. Complete. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
The 20-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Watch him do it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down. Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams cut the lead to 3. 24-21.
Rams 21.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. open man there. It is Bourne. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good game on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. Throwing here is Goff. Now, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? The Lions call their first timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, Goff. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A second down throw for Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
His pass left side, caught by Conklin. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Goff to throw on first down. This one complete to Bourne. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Over the middle. He's got McClure. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
4-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Amit Robertson there to bring him down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That pass taken in by McLaurin. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
That's Goddard in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
At the 12-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Stafford now on 1st down. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
That is caught, and the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown LA. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Rams have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd.
Lions 27.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Pitch is made by Wright. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's Robinson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
On second down, Goff. That's to the tight end, Tonjes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on first and 10. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's second and 9. Throwing, Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Goff. That's over the middle and caught by Tonjes. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Another catch there for Tonjes. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, It's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Isaac TeSlaa. Touchdown, Lions. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll run with Robinson. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Rams 28.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Shaheed now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Stafford. Caught by Nacua on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
38 yards.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
1 yard gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
That's interference. Defense.
They will go ahead and decline that one and take the 2 points. Play action now for Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Rams. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good, and the Rams will tie things up all even at 35. So, time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense is getting set for this next drive. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. The RPO, that one is complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To Slav, a man in motion. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
Get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups. He continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
2nd and 9 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. There's that man again, another catch. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A first down throw for Stafford. To the sideline, and what a kick, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. The motion man is Nacua. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Again, it's Stafford. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Stick and jig, but left side, he's got. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
You're in the 4th quarter. You just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we...
Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Dicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage.
42. Lions 38.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Robinson, a first down and more. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
3rd down, they need 5. Goff to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's caught by Bourne. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being...
To the goal line and in. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Lions go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Rams, 42.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this wave for white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read. seemingly every time. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific
yards.
start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's Goddard in motion. Now a first down throw for Stafford. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
And
yards.
another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Lions offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one first down will essentially end the game. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Goff to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout Rams. It's number 2. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
First down, Lions.
Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.